Why do the deepest thinkers, the ones who see life most clearly, often feel like the most isolated people in the room? Why is it that the more you understand, the less you seem to fit in? If you've ever felt like the world around you just doesn't get you, it's not in your head, and you're not alone. In fact, this might be the most important reason why you feel the way you do. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why it feels like society rejects you, but you'll realize why this is your greatest power. The world is built for surface-level living, small talk, shiny things, fast dopamine. But when you're a deep thinker, none of that satisfies you. You're not here to follow trends, you're here to find truth. You look at things differently. You ask questions most people are too afraid to ask. Why are we here? What is real success? Why does no one stop to think? And because of that, you don't fit in. Society doesn't reject you because you're wrong. It rejects you because you see too much. Most people are terrified of that mirror, but you were born to hold it. Here's something no one tells you. Loneliness is not always a sign that you're broken. Sometimes it's a sign that you're evolving. You're breaking away from the noise. You're outgrowing people, conversations, environments. You're no longer entertained by what distracts others. And that's painful. But what if I told you this pain is sacred? Because this stage, this lonely, questioning, restless stage, is where all transformation begins. The cocoon is dark, but it's also where wings are formed. Here's the brutal truth. Society doesn't reward thinkers. It rewards conformers. That's why you often see the loudest voices getting attention, while the wisest sit in silence, unnoticed. But the deep thinkers, the true visionaries, they're the ones building something that lasts. They see what's coming before the world does. And that vision is a burden until it becomes a blessing. You're not behind, you're ahead. You're just waiting for the world to catch up. If you've ever felt like the outsider, the misfit, the outcast, I want you to consider something. Maybe you were never meant to fit into the current world. Maybe you were meant to reshape it. Every revolutionary, philosopher, spiritual teacher, artist, scientist was rejected before they were celebrated. Being the outsider gives you a kind of freedom no one else has. You're not blinded by the rules. You're not bound by approval. You have space to think, to feel, to create something no one else sees yet. That's not a weakness. That's a calling. If you've ever felt like you care too much, hurt too deeply, love too fully, it's not a flaw, it's a superpower. Deep thinkers are often deep feelers. You absorb the world's chaos. You sense what others don't. And while that sensitivity makes life hard sometimes, it's what allows you to create meaning from pain, to see beauty in the broken. You weren't meant to numb yourself to fit in. You were meant to feel fully, and through that, awaken others. In a world addicted to noise, your silence is power. Being alone doesn't mean being lost. It means you're reconnecting to something deeper than approval, your authentic self. It's in the stillness that the truth arrives, that the real ideas come, that your identity returns to you unshaped by anyone else's mold. So the next time you feel like nobody understands you, let that be your reminder. You're not here to be understood by everyone. You're here to understand yourself. And when you do, the loneliness transforms into freedom. So if society has ever made you feel small, strange, or unworthy, let this message be your reminder. You are not here to blend in. You are here to awaken, to shake the foundation, to see through the illusion, to turn your loneliness into purpose, your pain into power, and your silence into something that echoes through the lives of others. Don't let the world convince you you're too much. The truth is, you're exactly what the world needs, but only if you stop hiding it.